Get ready, folks, because the news cycle is an absolute runaway train, and we've got the most explosive updates right here, right now. The world keeps spinning, and things are happening fast. You don't want to miss a single second of what's unfolding. From the courts to the headlines, we're diving deep into the stories that are dominating the conversation and shaping what's next. Buckle up, because it's time for your essential, unmissable updates. First up, a major player's season has been cut short, leaving fans and the league reeling. We've got the inside scoop on the devastating announcement that's shaking up the standings and sparking serious concern. What does this mean for the team and, more importantly, for the athlete's future? We're breaking it all down. Then, we're shifting gears to explore the impact of this significant development. It's more than just a game. It's about resilience, recovery, and what comes next when the unexpected happens. We'll look at the official statements, the player's personal message, and the broader implications for everyone involved. Prepare yourselves for a deep dive into the realities of professional sports and the challenges athletes face. And finally, we'll explore the inspirational journeys of those who have faced similar hurdles, offering a path forward. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and join the conversation. Season shutdown shocks league. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark's 2025 WNBA season has officially come to an end, a devastating blow announced via her social media channels on the evening of September 4th. In a heartfelt post, Clark expressed her profound disappointment, stating, "I had hoped to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season." She detailed the immense effort put into recovery, with hours spent in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back out there. The star guard, who has become a significant draw for the WNBA, is sidelined due to a combination of injuries. A groin injury sustained during a July 15th game against the Connecticut Sun, and a subsequent bone bruise on her ankle suffered before an August 7th game. The cumulative effect of these injuries, coupled with the limited time remaining in the season, has made a safe return impossible. Indiana GM Amber Cox echoed the sentiment of prioritizing Clark's long-term health, noting in a statement, "Caitlin has worked so hard throughout this time, doing everything possible to recover and return to the court, but ultimately, time is not on our side." Cox assured that the team would continue to provide Clark with all available resources, but emphasized, "There is not enough time left in our season for her to safely return, and her long-term health and well-being remains our top priority." The focus now shifts to her full recovery, with Cox adding, "We are looking forward to having her back at full strength to start the 2026 season." This outlook, while acknowledging the current setback, offers a clear target for Clark's return and reassures fans of her future presence. Clark's absence is expected to be felt keenly by the Fever, who have relied on her dynamic playmaking and unprecedented ability to drive viewership and engagement throughout the league. Her impact as a needle mover has been undeniable, contributing to record attendance and heightened interest in women's basketball. The team, currently battling for a playoff spot, will need to navigate the remainder of the season without their star player, a testament to the challenges of maintaining momentum amidst adversity. The league itself also faces a period of adjustment, as Clark's presence has been a major catalyst for its recent growth and visibility. The decision underscores the delicate balance between competitive aspirations and the critical need for athlete welfare in professional sports. The WNBA community and fans alike have reacted with a mixture of disappointment and understanding, acknowledging the seriousness of the injuries and the difficult nature of the decision. Many are expressing support for Clark's recovery and looking forward to her return, while analysts are debating the potential impact on the Fever's playoff chances and the league's overall momentum. This situation highlights the significant influence of star players and the vulnerability of even the most prominent athletes to the physical demands of the game. But what does this mean for the Fever's playoff push and the league's trajectory? Stay tuned as we break down the full impact and look at how other stars have overcome similar setbacks. Clark's season ends amid injury woes. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark has been officially ruled out for the remainder of the 2025 WNBA season, a decision confirmed by the team and announced by Clark herself via social media. The guard has been sidelined since July 15th following a right groin injury sustained during a victory against the Connecticut Sun. Her recovery process was further complicated by a bone bruise, ultimately leading the Fever to prioritize her long-term health over a late-season return with only weeks left on the schedule. Fever COO and General Manager Amber Cox released a statement emphasizing the team's commitment to Clark's well-being. Caitlin has worked so hard throughout this time, doing everything possible to recover and return to the court, but ultimately, time is not on our side, Cox stated. While we will continue working with Caitlin and provide her with every resource we have available, there is not enough time left in our season for her to safely return, and her long-term health and well-being remains our top priority. We are looking forward to having her back at full strength to start the 2026 season. Clark, who averaged 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5 rebounds in 13 appearances this season, addressed her fans directly. "I had hoped to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season," she shared. "I spent hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back out there. Disappointed isn't a big enough word to describe how I am feeling." She extended gratitude to her supporters and expressed pride in her team's resilience. "This has been incredibly frustrating, but even in the bad, there is good. The way the fans continued to show up for me and for the Fever brought me so much joy and important perspective. I am so proud of how this team has only gotten stronger through adversity this year. Now it's time to close out the season and claim our spot in the playoffs." Clark's absence marks a significant challenge for the Indiana Fever, who are currently contending for a postseason berth. The team has faced numerous injury setbacks this season, with Clark joining 4 other players sidelined for the year, including guards Sydney Carlson and Ari McDonald, and forwards Sophie Cunningham and Chloe Bibby. Despite these difficulties, the Fever have managed to maintain a competitive position, holding on to 8th place in the standings with 3 games remaining. Clark's impact has been pivotal not only for her team, but for the WNBA as a whole, with her presence contributing to record attendance figures and a surge in league popularity. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert has previously lauded Clark's influence, describing her as an unbelievable player with an unbelievable following who has brought a lot of new fans to the league. The league's growth, however, is a complex ecosystem. As Engelbert noted, "No league's ever about one player. I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person." Public reaction has been a mix of sympathy for Clark's situation and concern for the Fever's playoff hopes. Social media has been flooded with messages of support for the star guard, with many fans expressing their disappointment at not being able to see her play for the remainder of the season. Analysts are weighing in on the strategic implications for the Fever and the broader narrative of player health and load management in professional sports. With Clark sidelined, the race for the playoffs intensifies, and the Fever face a crucial test of their depth. But how can athletes like Clark find inspiration from past legends who battled through significant injuries? Lessons from legends, Clark's injury and inspiration. Caitlin Clark's 2025 WNBA season has concluded prematurely due to a groin injury, a development she shared personally on social media. The Indiana Fever star expressed her deep frustration and disappointment, stating, "I had hoped to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season." She elaborated on the intense rehabilitation efforts, admitting, "I spent hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back out there. Disappointed isn't a big enough word to describe how I am feeling." Clark also acknowledged the unwavering support she received, finding solace and perspective in the fans' dedication. "This has been incredibly frustrating, but even in the bad, there is good. The way the fans continue to show up for me and for the Fever brought me so much joy and important perspective. I am so proud of how this team has only gotten stronger through adversity this year. Now it's time to close out the season and claim our spot in the playoffs," she concluded. With Clark focusing on a return for the 2026 season, the 8-month window provides ample time for her groin injury to heal completely. This period away from competitive games may prompt consideration of new off-season plans, but her recovery journey can draw inspiration from some of basketball's greatest athletes who faced similar physical challenges. Michael Jordan's second NBA season serves as a prime example. After a stellar Rookie of the Year campaign, Jordan's 1985-86 season was significantly curtailed, limiting him to just 18 games and 7 starts due to a navicular fracture. Despite this major setback, he returned for the playoffs and went on to have a career-defining next season, averaging an incredible 37.1 points per game and finishing as the runner-up for MVP. His resilience and eventual dominance showcase the potential for a powerful comeback after a serious injury. Another inspirational figure is 3-time MVP A'ja Wilson. While her injury struggles were less severe, she experienced a period of absence due to an ankle sprain. However, this did not derail her career trajectory. Wilson went on to achieve significant success, securing her first MVP trophy in 2020. Her ability to overcome injury and reach the pinnacle of the sport provides a valuable blueprint for athletes navigating their own recovery paths. These examples highlight that significant injuries, while daunting, do not necessarily define an athlete's career. Rather, they can be stepping stones to renewed strength and even greater achievements. The mental fortitude required to push through rehabilitation and the strategic approach to returning to peak performance are crucial elements that Clark can study and implement. The experiences of Jordan and Wilson underscore the importance of patience, a dedicated recovery process, and the belief in one's ability to return stronger. Fans and analysts are discussing the parallels between Clark's situation and these historical cases, drawing hope from the successful comebacks of basketball icons. The conversation often centers on the psychological impact of long-term injuries and the strategies athletes employ to regain both physical and mental confidence. Clark's journey ahead is challenging, but history shows that comebacks are possible. Now, let's get into the specific details of the official announcements and what they mean for the Fever's immediate future. Clark out for remainder of 2025 WNBA season due to groin injury. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark will miss the remainder of the 2025 WNBA season due to a right groin injury, the team announced on September 4, 2025. Clark herself confirmed the difficult news via a statement shared on social media, expressing her profound disappointment. "I had hoped to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season," Clark stated. "I spent hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back out there. Disappointed isn't a big enough word to describe how I am feeling. I want to thank everyone who had my back through all the uncertainty." The injury, initially sustained late in a July 15th game against the Connecticut Sun, was compounded by a subsequent bone bruise. With only a few weeks left in the regular season, the decision was made to prioritize Clark's long-term health and well-being. Fever COO and General Manager Amber Cox elaborated on the situation. "Caitlin has worked so hard throughout this time, doing everything possible to recover and return to the court, but ultimately, time is not on our side," Cox said in a statement. "While we will continue working with Caitlin and provide her with every resource we have available, there is not enough time left in our season for her to safely return, and her long-term health and well-being remains our top priority. We are looking forward to having her back at full strength to start the 2026 season." Clark, the 2024 Rookie of the Year, averaged 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5 rebounds in 13 games during her second professional season. She had been actively participating in full-court drills without defense in preparation for a potential return, but contact work remained limited. Her absence poses a significant challenge for the Indiana Fever, who are currently in 8th place in the standings, holding a slim 1-1-2 game lead over the Los Angeles Sparks, with 3 games remaining. This situation adds to the Fever's injury woes, as they have already lost 5 players for the season, including guards Sydney Carlson and Ari McDonald, and forwards Sophie Cunningham and Chloe Bibby. Notably, this marks the first time in Clark's career, spanning her collegiate tenure at Iowa and her initial WNBA season, that she has dealt with significant injury issues, having never missed a game previously. The impact of Clark's presence on the WNBA has been widely documented, with the league experiencing record attendance this season, partly attributed to her star power. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert has previously acknowledged Clark's role, describing her as an unbelievable player, with an unbelievable following, who has attracted numerous new fans to the league. However, Engelbert also emphasized that the league's success is built on more than just one individual, stating, "No league's ever about one player. I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person." Fans and media have expressed a range of reactions, from sympathy for Clark's situation and the Fever's tough break, to speculation about how the team will perform in the critical final games of the season without their star player. Discussions are ongoing regarding player load management, injury prevention, and the overall health of the league. With Clark out, the Fever face a critical stretch run to secure their playoff spot. But what lessons can she take from basketball legends who overcame similar adversity? That's a wrap on today's news. Caitlin Clark's season is over, but her comeback journey is just beginning. We've covered the shock announcement, the impact on the Fever, and the inspirational parallels with basketball legends. Don't miss out on future updates. Like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to the Roger Report for more essential news, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to follow us on all social media platforms for more behind-the-scenes content and breaking news. We'll see you in the next one.